Soy capaz. I am capable. Soy inteligente. I am intelligent. I'm smart. Voy a seguir adelante. I am going to keep moving forward. I am not going to quit. And voy a tener éxito en mi vida. I am going to have success in my life. Ashley lives these words. When Ashley started with us 6 years ago, she had no English at all. She did not start with us in grade 1, as most of the children do. She started in grade 5. And she walked into Loyola School in 5th grade at a 5th grade level of English teaching. And it was hard. One of the things that I do at the Children's Center is teach English classes to the kids. And let me tell you, English is a very difficult language to learn. So in walks this little girl, 10 years old, no English, no fear. She found out early on that it was not going to be easy, but she didn't run. She dug in and she started to learn. English, as you know, is but one thing that can help open doors in a developing country to better jobs and higher incomes. Higher incomes lead to more stability, better health, and increased involvement in community life. Lack of access to good education is truly one of the greatest injustices to children in developing countries. Our deepest hope and prayer for Ashley and for all of the kids is to provide the fertile ground in which they can grow and flourish. Our aim is to prepare these children to succeed in life and to succeed in their own country, the country they know and love dearly, so that joining a caravan is not something they will ever have to consider. So please now welcome Ashley to the stage.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ashley. I'm 16 years old and excited to be here. I just finished grade 10 at Loyola Institute, and I have a year left until I graduate from high school. It was always my dream to attend Loyola, but my parents couldn't afford it. When I was starting grade 5, the pathway program fulfilled my deepest wish. At first, it was hard to get used to a more demanding school and learning English. However, the pathway staff, especially Miss Barbara, believed in me and helped me to improve to the point where I'm here today. I'm a good student, and for the past few years, I had been consistently at or close to the top of my class. I love mathematics. Not everyone does. I also love to dance. I live in Acahualinca, one of the oldest neighborhoods in Managua, together with my parents, Lester and Myra, and my younger brother, Lester Jr. The property where we live is shared by 13 people. My family, my grandparents, 5 uncles and aunts, 2 cousins, and for security, a German Shepherd and a Doberman. There are 4 small houses crowded on the property. One is occupied by my family. Our house is very old and small. It's made of adobe. Earthquakes and tremors over the years have left their mark on the walls. We have 1 bedroom where the whole family sleeps, but Lester Jr. and I each have our own bed. We have 1 bathroom shared by all 13 of us. It's chaotic at times, as you can imagine, and made more challenging by the frequent water cuts in the neighborhood. My dad is 46 years old and is very outgoing and playful, like another kid in the house. However, That doesn't mean that he isn't a responsible parent. He graduated high school and studied refrigeration. However, he couldn't find work in that field in Nicaragua, so he has always worked as a security guard. He recently had a period of 18 months when he was unemployed. During that time, we had to survive on just my mom's salary, and it was a very stressful time. Things are a lot more stable and happy in our home now that my dad is working again. Lester, my mom, is 44 years old. She has a high school education and has been working as a secretary for 21 years at a hospital in Managua. She is cheerful, a hard worker, and smiles a lot. Sometimes I think that my parents' roles are reversed. My mom is stricter when it comes to my school grades, and on the other hand, my dad is more relaxed and is always looking for ways to make us smile. Sometimes this upsets my mom, and she gets after him. Lester studies at my school, Loyola, and he has just finished grade 4. He has lots of energy and shares my love of sports. My favorite sports are soccer, volleyball, and kickball. Lester prefers soccer, and he never misses a tournament. And it's always fun to watch a match with him and cheer on your team. Lester is precious to me. He makes me smile every day with his craziness. And in spite of our age difference, we both share our hobbies and help each other with everything. As Lester's older sister, I feel like I need to set an example for him, even though it's wearisome at times, but it gives me the incentive to succeed and make sure he does too. My grandfather is 68 years old. He had to work from a young age, so he never attended school and never learned to read and write. He worked his entire career as a self-taught welder. My grandmother is 75. She worked as a maid her whole life. My cousin, Isayana, is 23 and is blind. Because of this, she never went to school, but she's very smart and loves listening to music. I enjoy spending time with her and singing English songs together. She is very good. The unemployment situation in Nicaragua is one of the biggest challenges, and it greatly affects the ability of families to provide a good quality education for their children. It's common to see a lot of kids and adolescents in the street, not in school, hanging out drinking or sniffing glue. When I was small, I had a good friend my age, Jose. He had to quit school at a young age to help his mother sell things in the market because his father had left the family. I frequently see Jose on the street corner sniffing glue and begging for food. In Managua, robberies are frequent. In the last year, my mom has been robbed twice while on her way to work. And a few months ago, my aunt was also robbed while visiting a cemetery not far from our home. When I graduate next November, I plan to go to university and study medicine. That has been my dream for as long as I can remember. I want to specialize in cardiology or pediatrics. I will be the first person from both sides of my family to go to university, and Lester will be the second. None of this would have been possible without the help of the Pathway Program and my parents' commitment to it and to me and Lester. Right now, Nicaragua is suffering from a crisis of civil unrest. The reality is that in spite of what's happening, there are a lot of parents of bright young children just like me who dream of their kids getting a good education so they can make a difference in their families and in Nicaragua. It is my wish and my prayer that the Pathway Program will continue to help families just like mine long into the future. Thank you all for coming here this morning.